welcome to the official moving vlog. We are going to get started. Well, actually we already started, but we're gonna get started with packing up our things because we're gonna be moving across the ocean to the UK, and that means I have to say goodbye to my wonderful swatch wall as well as my shelf. Okay, I'm gonna show you what it looks like, but yeah, I'm gonna be packing it up and sharing with you about how I would pack pens and stuff in case you need some ideas of how to pack up your pens for transportation. No shame, this is everything that I own when it comes to my lettering stuff. I have all of my original prints over here. I have my Etsy shipping stuff over here. Pens, my Tombow. This thing used to go over there, but I took it out because I needed to use it. More pens, my papers, pens and papers, of course, more pens. And I'm gonna definitely go through and not bring everything, but I'm very sure I'll be bringing about 75% of all of these things. I have also like another surface where I put more pens and stuff over here, but I thought I'll show you my swatch wall. When I first came here, I wanted to fill up this wall to inspire me to use all of the different pens and paints that I have. Tombow swatches, paint swatches, Ecoline, gouache, Tombow, Windsor and Newton. And then as you go down, you'll see that these are all the handmade watercolor paints. Some of the swatches fell off, but it's okay. I'm definitely gonna do more when I get to my new space. And then I have this plug and place dot cut storage solution by Amazing Artistry. I have more swatches over here, Carrion marker swatches, just handmade paints on craft paper. More Amazing Artistry swatches. I love swatches. I think they definitely make the whole place look more colorful. Like I can pretend like I'm an artist, you know, just because I have like this fancy wall, and I think it makes like an okay type of backdrop when it comes to my videos. Will I be keeping most of them? No. Definitely the handmade watercolors one, I'm gonna re-swatch it because satisfaction in terms of re-swatching. But I'm definitely gonna keep all of the Amazing Artistry plug and place swatches. I'll definitely not remove this one. I'm gonna have to think about it, but yeah. Fun fact, I don't think most people know, but this is actually the front door. I'm in the middle of the living room because in our one-bedroom house we don't really have much space. Craig takes the dining room, that's where he does all of his work. I take the living room because window is a must, so whenever I want to do my work. Thankfully, COVID, nobody had to come over to our house, so I was like, I'm just gonna cover the door, it's fine. But that being said, in the next place that we move into, hopefully I also can get like a window view to do my work, because nothing beats natural lighting. Just saying. I would love to have my own studio space with all of the natural lighting in front of window. That's the dream, but whether or not I can achieve it, no idea. Wish me luck. I don't know whether I'm gonna show the whole process or after I go through most of the things, I'm gonna show you what it looks like when it comes to packing. But my aim is definitely to reduce the weight. And I know I said like 75% earlier, but I definitely do want to reduce the weight. So I might have to say goodbye to some of the things, but it's okay. Marie Kondo, let's do this. Got to mention on this part of the wall are some of like the painting tutorials that I followed. I think this was a tutorial by Emma of Black Chalk Co. These are from, let me see, Shada Campbell. This one is from Snowberry Designs. This is from Jenna Rainey. This one is my own one, and then this one is also by Emma of Black Chalk Co. So yeah, it's good to actually write down like where you watch these tutorials from, because like me, I cannot remember. But look at this wall. I can't believe I have to say goodbye to this entire wall. It tells the story of all the things that I've accumulated over these past 2 years. But yeah, goodbye. It is Monday. We are 7 days away from flying. The packing, let me show you what the progress looks like so far. So this is my table full of miscellaneous items, as you do. This is what the shelf situation looks like. I've cleared most of it. I have yet to find a way or a container to pack all these paints. I'm probably gonna bring this with me on my carry-on. This is stuff that I've yet to sort, as well as that and that. Oh, and I thought I did a lot of progress, apparently not. So these are the stuff I've already sorted. So I have paints, I have all my pens. These are all of my pens. That's already filled with all just brush pens. More brush pens there. I have yet to pack brushes. I think I'm gonna wrap them up somehow. And I have yet to take down my wall of swatches, and that's a big bin of stuff that I'm gonna throw out. Doesn't look like much, but it's progress. I also have sorted out all of my original prints into Ziploc bags, so that's that. I already have sorted out Happy Mail. I don't know about you, but I keep a lot of the envelopes, a lot of the letters from my orders here, from Happy Mail swaps that I've done. It's just all the small little things, like I'm trying to find ways to keep them. So I just want to show you some of the things that I've done so far. So this is the box where I've kept most of my Happy Mail stuff, and then all of the prints that I'm bringing with me, all of the lettering work that I've done are all bagged up, hopefully waterproofed, hopefully nothing happens to them. I don't know in what vessel I'm gonna put them in. They used to be inside this container over here, so I don't know if I want to bring this with me or employ another system. This is the one where, like, if I happen to find something that I haven't classified yet, I'll put them inside here. Thank you, printer, for being very good to me, for being a very good scanner, as well as helping me print all the stuff on my Etsy shop. Thank you. Don't mind the bun, this is what a lot of labor stuff looks like, but first things first, brush pens. That's the one that takes up most of the weight. Oh, let me get my scale. I'm gonna see how much it weighs. I have my scale here. I mostly use this to like weigh Etsy packages, but I have it here today. And I don't know if you can see, but I have all the boxes here, and if I shake it, there's like very minimal movement. What I've done is I've taken like old wrapping paper, I've folded it over the tops just to keep it more contained and so that it doesn't move around as much. One box of combos plus paper reinforcement will weigh 2 kg, which is about 4 pounds and 11 ounces. So good to know, about 5 pounds. In the past, when I first started buying brush pens, I'll buy the sets, so there are some like repeated colors. And then, oh, look at it, it's so cool, right? Before you pack anything, just make sure you close the cap, make sure everything is sealed tight. So far so good. I like this, like how it's compact. I prefer to not have my pens moving about, but this one weighs only about 12 ounces, or in other words 300 grams. So that will be together over here. I also have my box of stickers. These are all of my Etsy stickers. I can't believe I fit them all in here, but I like how they had like clear cover, so I wanted to use this so that if I'm looking for something, I like to be able to see what's inside. So later on you'll see that I use a lot of containers that are clear as well. But let's measure the weight. 1 kg and 1.6 kg. In other words, 3 pounds and 8 ounces. That's a lot of stickers if you think about it. And I know you're like, oh, Karen markers, would I want to transport them inside the box that they come in? The answer is no. So this box is actually empty, but I do want to have this box as storage in the future, so I'm definitely going to bring this box with me. So instead, this is how I'm choosing to transport all of my brush pens. You can see here I have the Karen markers on top, I have outline sticks at the bottom here, and at the front here I have the Zig Feud Biori. And unfortunately, we bought this container from the dollar store, Dollar Tree if I'm not wrong, and the lid doesn't shut, like, you know, like how it will like clip, like close shut properly. So I probably have to tape it down. Okay, let's guess the weight of this thing over here. 5 pounds 12 ounces, or in other words 2.6 kg as well. What I've done is to further reinforce, just in case like spillage happens, because that has happened to me before when I first moved here from Singapore. I put them in this Ziploc bags. I have bigger Ziploc bags. I don't really close, I want to airtight it. I don't think that's necessary, but in case of accidents, at least they're in their own space. space. So this is what it looks like, because there's like a lot of carrot markers, so they do take up like about half the height of the container. And then I'll put this here, and then I'll try to smoosh it down and yeah, make sure that it closes on top. But yeah, another things that I'm bringing with me are all of my small brush pens, black brush pens. So what I do is to actually categorize them, and then I bundle it up together with rubber bands. So I have them in the categories of Pentel. You can do it by brand. So these are all my Pentel brush sign pens, and I put it in there. I have white pens all over here. I have black liner pens here, and then I have black brush pens. I somehow have a lot of black brush pens, I don't know why. And then I have an assortment of paint pens at the bottom here just to fill up the space. But yeah, this is actually intended for food, but container is container. If it contains the stuff inside, I will make use of it. And then, okay, so the weight of this is 1.28 kg or 2 pounds and 13 ounces. So cool. However, for that container over there, it's not tall enough for like my pencils, so I bundle up all my pencils together and white pencils, and then I have like this much taller brush pens, so these have to go separately. And then I also have my bundle of chalk markers, all assorted brands. I did test most of them, and the ones that had good ink flow I kept. So this is going into a new container. So once I have it inside the container, and then I'll try to Jenga my way and arrange them. These are the different Ziploc bags I got. I got these from Singapore. I remember when I wanted to move from Singapore to the US, I also used containers and Ziplocs, but I didn't manage to use all of them, so these are like the leftovers. Let's hope that this is the very last overseas move that I have to make, because the stress is real. But yeah, I'm quite happy to see everything cleaned out. It's progressing. So all that's left now is to bring down this wall. So we are done. These are all of the swatches I'm gonna throw away because I want to re-swatch all of them. These are the artworks that I'm keeping. I am keeping some swatches, like for example, like these swatches seem to be fine, so I'm okay with keeping them. And then these are like all the different Ecoline inks that I own. And I have to deal with the task of taking out all of the adhesives, especially the blue tack. Not my favorite part, but yeah, can't believe it. Look at that, it's empty. Oh my gosh, it's like a blank slate all over again. I don't know, it's just a very, it just feels very monumental. It's like a big thing. It's like I'm officially moving. I know I am already, but this feels more real to me. Gonna carry on with cleaning and then checking back in maybe tomorrow or in a few days when most of the things have cleared. This is what 7 days before the move looks like. All of the stuff still on the ground, and hopefully next time I check in, it'll all be in boxes or suitcases. So yeah, see ya! And now we are 4 days away from our flight on Monday. I just want to show you what my luggage looks like, full of my lettering supplies. So over here, all like the brush pens, just containers. There's not much padding in between. I think it's fine because they're all quite padded within their own containers. And then behind here, let me see if I can show you. Yeah, again, all of the containers. So the containers do help like cushion the stuff a bit more, so I don't have to worry about additional padding. So this is about 30 kg, which is quite a lot. So now we're left with all of these things over here, and yeah, that's all of my lettering stuff. Surely, come here. Come here. She's just chilling on the luggages. Are you just chilling on the luggages? Okay, bye. What about handmade paints? How would I transport them if I'm traveling? So clearly I have a lot of paints, I have a lot of containers. So what I'm going to do is to put some foam inside. So I got this from, I don't know where I got this from, but my plan is to put a layer on top of the paint, so hopefully they don't budge around as much, because some of them do tend to get loose. Don't know if I can show you. So like this one, I'm just gonna cut and put a layer over, so at least it like holds it down, and hopefully that helps it not move around as much. So this is what it looks like after I've packed everything up together. I think this should suffice. Hopefully the Muji washi tape holds up. This is definitely going to go into my check-in, and it's pretty heavy. Oh my goodness, this is how much paint I've accumulated over the last 2 years. This is actually like a A4 file holder that I will use for like worksheets, but I decided to keep my paints in there because it feels nice and compact. So yeah, there's all the 5 suitcases all ready to be picked up tomorrow. This one is going off to a new foster home tomorrow. Say bye. Oh. Anyway, we'll see these luggages next time when we're in Scotland. So how do you feel now? Your last night with us? What is it? You need to go in there. You need to practice going in there now. Go. Come, let's go see the luggage. Would you like to go on a ride together? You can come across here. Come to me. Come to me. Come here. Oh, fine. So let's try this again. How do you feel? So this is actually what she really likes. She likes the butt scratchies while she scratches herself on the scratching post. You can see this is demolished by her. Yes, it is. You know we'll miss you so much in giving you all the butt scratchies, right? Every time I stop, she's like, again! Again! Isn't that right? Really good guitar. And as we said goodbye to Stoli, I'm also reminded of all the cats that we were able to foster over these past 2 years in the US. The first one being a black kitten named Clutch, who was found in an auto shop, and it was really nice to see how kittens grow. And after that, we had our first senior cat, and her name is Mittens. She's just the sweetest cat, and she just loves having these head scratches. And then we had our first pair of bonded kittens, Pugsley and Gomez. They are so cute and adorable, and it was so nice to see how kittens interact with each other, and highly recommend fostering or adopting 2 kittens if you're looking to foster or adopt. And our 5th foster cat is Banjo. She has these huge eyes, and I love it when she's hanging out and she likes to sit on my table as I do some work. And then we got our dear Retro, who's also a senior cat, who gives these weird squeaky meows, and he is definitely the most patient cat I've ever met in my life. And he's been with us actually through the entire lockdown for about 6 to 8 months. And of all the fosters, I definitely felt the most sad having to say goodbye to him. Look at him, he's so cute! After that, we had another senior cat named Ruby, and she was only with us for like a short period of time before she was being adopted. And finally, we have another pair of cats named Tina and Stoli. So Tina was a more dominant cat, and she's definitely like the boss of the house, whereas Stoli was definitely more shy and hid from us most of the time. So after that, Tina was sent to another foster home while Stoli stayed with us, where we can socialize with her even more, and actually that's when she started coming out of her shell. So yeah, it was so nice to be able to foster, and every single cat that we fostered will definitely be in my heart forever. Officially the last day today, clearing up everything. It's Sunday, so one more day. Got a flight tomorrow, which is exciting. I don't know, I feel like I need to make the Mary Kondo thanking process in video, you know, because I'm starting to throw things out. I'm gonna say thank you to my foam board for being a very trusty background for all of my lettering pieces, like making things so much easier when there's something that already looks aesthetically pleasing. So off to the trash. And the next one is with this one here. It's this L board that I initially used for photo taking, you know, to reflect back the light. I did have a video of how I set this up, and yeah, I think I made good use of it, especially when I'm doing lettering at night, when I'm doing neon lettering, so the light doesn't disperse as much. So I'm gonna have to say goodbye to these foam boards. And yeah, off to the recycling. This one is the next thing that I'm saying thank you and goodbye to. Will be donating this to Goodwill, mainly because this plug doesn't work in the UK, so I'll have to find substitute lights where it's a chip-in plug. There's this too. The reason why the bulbs look different on this one is because it broke when it fell over. The weight is a bit funky, so just beware if you're planning to buy this. Thank you, Amanda, for the recommendation when I asked you how you got your really bright lights. If you want to get it, it's on Amazon. The links will be down below. Off to Goodwill. I don't know what to do this. It's been pretty cathartic going through the clearing process, and I think if anything, I'm just grateful to have this space. Ever since I started lettering, I never had a space of my own that I can properly create on. When I was in Singapore, that was really much. I would do lettering in Starbucks, I would do lettering in cafes, in school sometimes, and then so coming here, this is my very first studio space. Like, oh my gosh, it's so surreal that I had this in the first place. And I know when I go to my next house, I really hope I can get a studio space as nice as this, being in front of the window, having a table and having at least some wall space so I can put up my swatch wall again, and then having the shelving there where I can easily reach all of my lettering stuff. I'm gonna continue clearing now, and I'll show you what it looks like once it's all finished up. Cleared everything, the blinds are gone. Oh yeah, I have to say goodbye to one more. Usually there's cats that come up on this window and then slowly would sometimes rest here, look out the window, and I think interact with the cat over in that window. There's two cats over there. Apologies, neighbor, if my light has always been too bright. Yeah, and I'm definitely gonna miss this view over here. I've been able to witness this tree here go through the changes of the seasons, which has been really nice, and I've always gotten really good sunsets and being able to see very nice scenery of the sky. So yeah, this is something I'll definitely miss, and I hope that whichever house we have next in the future, we do get a good view of nature and I can just look out the window and enjoy, because that's what I really liked about this place over here. Officially my last full day today, feeling all sorts of feelings. I'll definitely come back to the US to visit. We're definitely making plans for that, and I do hope I get to see some of my calligrapher friends maybe once the pandemic is over. But for now, until I get all my life settled in the UK, then only can I make plans for future trips. It's gonna be a journey, and I'm gonna be patient with myself, knowing that it's gonna take a lot of time, it's gonna take a lot of money as well, so that's that. But I think everything happens for a reason, and I really do hope everything works out. Thank you again if you followed me on my journey. If you've watched my very first few studio vlogs, you can go and see that. Overall, thank you for all of your support. I am excited to show you what our transition will like when we move on to our new space, and I hope you stay tuned for that, because I think I want to see if all of my items survive the trip or not. Only time will tell if it works out. Thank you so much for joining on my journey. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!